let's talk about the ever controversial Dragon Ball Super manga, specifically manga chapter 22, continuing the Future Trunks arc. This is, of course, like we always say, Toyotaro's version, Toyotaro's vision of the events of Dragon Ball Super. Different from the anime. The manga has no correlation at all with the anime, and boy, have there been a lot of differences lately between the two. In the previous issue, the big cliffhanger was Gowasu getting killed yet again, and that's where we begin. Gowasu is right there, dying right in front of us, and Toyotaro's using some very graphic imagery, and that's one thing you're going to get from the Dragon Ball Super manga that you won't get from the anime. It's a lot gorier and a lot more violent. In fact, the scene of Gowasu literally puking up blood, life liquid leaving his body, dying, kind of like really reminds me of the climactic closing scene from Menace to Society. And spoiler if you haven't seen that movie, but man, that took me back. When Quaman was actually visiting me here at Geekdom headquarters in Tampa, when he came to visit me last, we watched this movie, and what a classic. If you haven't seen this film, go out of your way to go see it. Anyways, back to the manga. So Gowasu is dying, but it turns out he's not actually dead. But he is dying, and Trunks has to make haste, so he tells Mai to take the body of Gowasu and get the heck out of there as fast as they can, while he holds off Goku Black. But Goku Black's not worried about it, because guess what? He knows the instantaneous movement, so Mai probably won't get that far. But Trunks and Mai do get a lucky break because Goku and Vegeta have returned to the future. And with them, they bring, of course, Senzu Beans to help everything out. Vegeta wants to fight Goku Black one-on-one, while Goku uses the Senzu Beans to help Gowasu, as well as prepare the evil containment wave, or the demonic containment wave, the Mafuba, that he learned in the previous chapter. So Vegeta squares off against Goku Black, and then we have the moment that everybody has been talking about. Vegeta reveals that he has red-haired Super Saiyan God. Now, on this channel, I have a complete and thorough explanation and breakdown of why and how Vegeta has this transformation, how he's using it, why it matters, what is so different about him now versus before when he had his last fight with Goku Black. I gave it its own video. If you have not watched that video, I implore you to watch it because it explains everything as best I could. I'm going to leave a link to that video down below in the description. Definitely check that video out so that you understand, if you don't understand, why and how Vegeta has this form. But Goku Black is very surprised to see this form because Vegeta's never done it before. And again, this is a manga exclusive thing. Vegeta has not done Super Saiyan God in the anime. He may never do it, that remains to be seen, but in the manga, he can do it with the red hair. And Vegeta remarks that he doesn't need to go blue. He can just beat him in that form, the weaker Super Saiyan God form. Goku Black refers to it as a lower Super Saiyan transformation, and Vegeta doesn't care. And I love the part where Goku Black says, "I don't like that smug look." I really love the fact that Goku Black is such a great villain, that he's so unself-aware of himself, and he's so unself-aware of the fact that nobody is more smug than Goku Black. And the fact that he's calling Vegeta smug, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended on that one. I just really like villains that talk a lot of shit and are hypocrites. Those are the best kind of people to boo and to dislike in fiction, you know what I mean? So Vegeta and Goku Black start to fight, and like always, Toyotaro brings his A game when it comes to the actual art. I love these panels here. These action shots are fantastic. You can see the Toriyama influence figuratively seeping through every page that Toyotaro puts together. I love the fact that he has really captured that Toriyama style. It feels nice for sure when you read it. And this is fun to read, but I don't think this fight is as good as the last time Goku Black and Vegeta fought in the manga. I thought that was some of Toyotaro's absolute best work. This is still good work, but I don't think it's as good as that previous fight. So while this is all going down with Goku Black and Vegeta pummeling each other, Goku is making his preparations to seal the immortal Zamasu inside of the pot that he got from Roshi with, of course, the Mafuba. And while this is going on, Trunks actually asked Goku, he's like, what's up with Vegeta having red hair? Because remember, Trunks has never seen the red-haired form, with the exception of very, very briefly when he fought Goku several chapters ago. So Goku explains to Trunks, which again I've outlined in my other video about Super Saiyan God Vegeta, that Vegeta uses the Super Saiyan God form, but he switches between using the red-haired form and the blue-haired form in combat. He uses the red-haired form because it has more stamina than Super Saiyan Blue, but he switches to Super Saiyan Blue when he strikes, according to Toyotaro's manga. And once again, I want to reiterate again, this is only in the manga. None of this has been stated whatsoever in the anime. It's just part of Toyotaro's version. The red-haired form has more stamina than the blue-haired form, and it's smarter for these guys to use that form to conserve energy, because the blue-haired form puts out a lot more energy. Even though you can train your body and make it stronger and make it withstand the blue-haired form a little bit more, using the red-haired form still makes for a longer fight. So with Goku Senzu, Gowasu does indeed survive, and during the fight with Goku Black and Vegeta, Goku Black notices the pot. He has no idea what this is. Zamasu shows up, and remember, he is immortal in this timeline. This version of Zamasu is immortal, and he's looking to double team on Vegeta, but Goku is there and unleashes the Mafuba, and I love the look on Zamasu's face when Goku begins the technique, and I love the classic shot of Goku doing the Mafuba, spinning Zamasu in the air like when Roshi did it, and like when we saw it in the tournament in classic Dragon Ball, except for one problem. In the anime version, Goku had forgotten the seal of the Mafuba. In the manga version, he didn't forget the seal, but rather he took the wrong seal. He took the half-off coupon to the Cabaret Club to the future, not the seal of the demonic beings of the Mafuba. So, unfortunately, the Cabaret Club coupon was not enough. It's funny. It was not enough to seal Zamasu, and thus the Mafuba failed. I like the fact that in the manga version, it wasn't that Goku forgot the seal, he just took the wrong one. That, to me, is a little less, I guess, I don't know, less irresponsible, but still, Goku should have probably paid more attention. I mean, this is like a very important thing. So the Mafuba doesn't work, and Goku's like, well, screw it, we're gonna have to fight. Honestly, I don't know if I like this, because I feel like this is Goku not thinking about the consequences of his actions and not having a real backup plan. I really don't like the fact that Toyotaro wrote Goku like this, because look, we all know that Goku's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's not the best tool in the woodshed. We already know this, but I feel like when it comes to fighting and combat, Goku's always got a backup plan. Goku's very good when it comes to having a plan B. And in this instance, he doesn't. His plan B is, well, I'm going to fight. So Goku uses his red-haired form. He transforms to classic Super Saiyan God, telling Zamasu that, well, this should be enough. Because remember, Zamasu is not that powerful, but he is immortal. And that definitely evens up that playing field. So Goku starts to lay into Zamasu, including delivering a beautiful-looking right hook right to the gut. I love this shot. Probably my favorite. I think this is my favorite shot from this manga chapter. This big right hand to the gut of Zamasu from Goku. And while that's going on, Vegeta is kicking the crap out of Goku Black. You have to remember, Vegeta trained the Room of Spirit and Time, and he also mastered the ability to switch between God Red and God Blue, and thus Goku Black is having a hard time tiring Vegeta out. So they're fighting for a while. Goku Black is losing the fight, and Goku is very, very confident that Goku Black is going to get beaten by Vegeta. So Zamasu is down. Goku Black is freaking out over all this. He's not sure what to do. These guys are on the ropes, even though Zamasu's immortal. And of course, they have their last resort, which is, well, if you saw the anime, you already know where this is going. They have Potaras. And Goku Black suggests, this is our last resort. Let's do it. Let's combine. Let's fuse. And thus, we end the manga chapter with the birth of the immortal god, as he calls it, the one true god of all universes, the ever so cocky Merged Zamasu. So that's where we end the story. I did also like that in the manga, Goku actually tried to stop the fusion from happening. He knew what was going to happen. He lunged in there, but it was too late. And that is our cliffhanger for chapter 22. Merged Zamasu is here. Very, very good chance we're going to be getting Vegito in the next chapter. The question is, though, we know from this manga chapter and previous ones that Toyotaro has a big-time fanboy obsession, I guess you can call it that, for the red-haired form. He always brings it back. Are we gonna get Super Saiyan God Red Vegeta in the next manga chapter? I'm curious about that. And that's one thing I will say about Dragon Ball Super's manga is that I did enjoy reading it. I was a little bit ticked off when the leaks started coming out because I thought it was very confusing. But the one thing that is a little annoying is that I feel like Toyotaro, earlier in some other chapters, some of his changes were actually very good, but now the more I read into these, the more I feel like he's just making changes just to be different from the anime, even if they make no sense. You know, I complained last month about the time travel nonsense, but then again, the anime has also got some time travel crap that makes no sense either. But still, I feel like Toyotaro should focus on just telling a better story versus trying to complicate things, because the problem is he's been confusing a lot of people by making so many changes that I don't feel are necessary. But again, devil's advocate to myself, those changes make the manga different. What do you think about the changes? Do you like the manga more than the anime? And once again, I want to reiterate, I did a thorough video explaining Super Saiyan God Vegeta, a manga exclusive, and I explain exactly how the form works, what Vegeta does. You know, kind of, it does make sense. It really does for the Dragon Ball Super manga. So please check that out, and please show that to your friends, spread it around for those who may be confused about it. Thank you so very much for checking out my Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 22 review. Talk to you guys later.